seated. The People versus Dawn Stewart. Now, before we proceed, I would like to say something about this case. A case which has received a great deal of press coverage, some of it of a rather sensational nature. There will be no outbursts or demonstrations here while testimony is being given. Anyone who does so will be removed from the courtroom. Now, this trial will be conducted in a manner befitting the seriousness of the crime with which the defendant is charged. The bailiff will now read the jury list.
Marianne Reichart, Warren Osterfeld, Adele Frank, Claudia DeCenzo, Stephanie Copeland, Kate Bowers, James Beal.
Thank you.
I wish I could say it was nice to see you, but it's not.
Where's Paul?
The nurse will bring him in a minute, but first I want to have a word with you. I hope you're not going to put my son through an emotional tug of war. He's been through quite a bit lately.
No, I don't intend to. I would like to correct some of the lies that you've told him.
I have not lied to him.
Then why won't you let me see him longer?
I'm concerned about his safety. Now, exactly what do you plan to talk to him about?
Oh, don't worry, James, don't worry. I'm not about to make him hate you. Not for your sake, though, but for his. See, I'm very aware that it's not good for a child to feel hatred towards his parents, either of them, no matter what the situation is. See, I don't think that you understand that. I don't think you care about Paul at all. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been feeding him all these lies and making him turn against me.
Come in. Come on in, son. Come on.
Hello. I've missed you. Are you angry with me?
You hurt my daddy.
No, honey, it was an accident.
You know, like what you did on purpose.
Honey, I know your daddy may have told you that, but he was mistaken.
So then how come you had a gun?
Sweetheart, you see, I thought there was going to be some trouble. And so, I had the gun. But I didn't mean to hurt your daddy. I didn't mean to hurt him at all.
Oh, you can.
Yes, you're right, I did. Honey, I have never lied to you. I want you to think about all the times that we've had together, okay? And you know me very well. You know all the good things about me and all the bad things about me. And I think that you know that I would never lie to you. You know, I got the feeling that you're forgetting about all the fun times that we've had and how much I've tried to show you that I love you.
Not like that in there? Not since you got sick?
Honey, I know that you heard I was sick. I know you've heard lots of things about that, but you know what I want you to do? I want you to judge for yourself whether I'm sick, okay? I want you to listen to me, and you talk to me, and you think about it, okay? And you decide for yourself. You know, it used to be, it was just the two of us, just you and me. And Daddy was away. And we got along just fine. And you were such a happy little boy. You remember the time that we went to the zoo? And you saw the lions? And you wanted to pet the lions, and I told you that you couldn't, and you got so mad at me because I told you you couldn't pet the lions. Remember that? And then when we got home, you drew a picture of a lion.
Oh, two lions.
That's right. You drew a picture of 2 lions. Oh, you have a good memory. And then there was the time you were going off to nursery school. And you didn't want to stay by yourself. You wanted me to stay right there with you. You didn't let me go home. And pretty soon you had made so many friends you didn't care whether I stayed or not. Remember that? And then there was a time that Robbie's mommy invited you to join a carpool. And you thought that meant that they had a pool inside their car, a swimming pool. Remember that? Yeah.
Barbara, I'm sorry. It's time for Paul's lunch.
I'd like to stay a little longer, please.
We have plans for the afternoon.
All right. Well, honey, we haven't. We've only had a couple of minutes together, but I just want you to know that I think about you all the time. When we're not together, I always think about you. I love you too. Okay. And next time we see each other, I want to hear all about school and everything you're doing and all your friends and all the fun you're having, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see later. May I come tomorrow?
Call me. We'll discuss it.
Fine.
You know, Paul, your mommy's still very sick. She doesn't want you to think that. But she really is. What happened?
Not much. Brian McCall is going to make an opening statement this afternoon. There were photographers all over the courthouse. They wanted pictures of the bereaved widow, so I don't think I disappointed them. They also wanted pictures of Dee. After all, she was the center of attention today.
How did she look?
She looked quite lovely, absolutely innocent. You know, she had a beautiful tailored suit on.
I'm not talking about what she was wearing. I'm interested in how she was holding up.
What do you want me to say? She looked like a woman who was on trial for murder.
How was her composure?
Well, I'd say she was very composed. Listen, James, I want to get my hair done this afternoon, so what do you say I don't go back to court till...
No.
I want to get my hair...
You go back.
I want to get my hair done.
No, Ariel. I want you to go back to that courthouse. I want to know what happens today. Besides, I want you to give something to Dee.
What?
This. It's found on the floor of her apartment. It got broken. I had it fixed. Accidents happen. Here, take it and give it to Dee. Tell her I wanted to wear it in court today. It'll give her luck.
Why, you think it has magic powers that might cloud the jurors' minds or something?
Just give it to her, will you? It might make her feel better.
You know, you have a lot of nerve giving me this to give to her. This is a family heirloom. It should stay in the family.
What are you worried about, Ariel? You're not a Stenbeck.
Well, neither are you.
Don't worry. I can't forget that you're my little sister. Now get to the courthouse, will you?
I'm going.
All right. And don't say anything that will upset Dee.
No, of course not.
As soon as they adjourn, I want you to come right back here and tell me exactly what's happened.
You know, this really is a very beautiful piece.
Ariel, will you stop standing there licking your chops and get to that courthouse?
He had it fixed for you. Thanks. He said he wants you to wear it today. He thinks it'll bring you good luck. I guess I can use some luck, huh?
All rise.
Be seated. Mr. McCall, are you ready to make your opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my name is Brian McCall. I'm with the District Attorney's Office, and I'm here to represent the people of the state. Now, it's my job to present the evidence to you. The facts related to John Dixon's murder. Now, I didn't know the murdered man, so I have no personal motive or sympathies in this case. My only purpose is to present you with the facts, and with these facts, you are to arrive at your own verdict. Now, I believe these facts, the physical evidence and the testimony that you hear, will lead you to decide beyond a reasonable doubt and a moral certainty that Dawn Stewart is guilty of murder in the first degree. Now, there's a legal code in this state that says the people must first prove that a murder has indeed been committed, that someone has died and at the hands of another. We will prove that. But with what evidence can we present to you to show you that it was Dawn Stewart Dixon? We have no eyewitness to this crime. John Dixon was alone with his murderer when he was shot to death, so he can't tell us what happened. Dee Stewart, or Dawn Stewart, certainly isn't going to tell us what happened either. So what we got here is a case without an eyewitness, which is the nature of most premeditated crime. No eyewitness. And that's the whole point of premeditating. However, what we do have is everything else but an eyewitness. We'll show you that Dawn Stewart, known to everybody in this town as Dee, had the means, the opportunity, and the compelling motive to kill her former husband, John Dixon, and did not commit this act in the heat of passion, but with malice aforethought. Careful, premeditated act. Now, the death of John Dixon obviously was the result of years of emotional suffering by both parties. So, I mean, who's to say who was responsible for the failure of the marriage? There most certainly was emotional suffering and hatred aplenty. The state will trace step by step the relationship of John Dixon and Dee Stewart, how they met, how he covered up for her the cause of her lover's death, Ian McFarland. We'll trace right on up to their marriage and beyond, how she accused him of rape, and then subsequently retracting that accusation in court. We'll show you continuous jealousy by John Dixon for Dee even after they were divorced, and how she believed that he threatened her health
and her well-being to the point where she knew the only way that she was ever going to get John Dixon out of her life once and for all is to wipe him off the face of this earth. Ladies and gentlemen, a nationally known, well-respected doctor and writer had been killed in the prime of his life. Now, when you were all questioned earlier, you said that you've either heard or read about this case before today, and that you would be able to hear the evidence with an open mind, without malice, without prejudice, and also without sympathy, because the defendant's a young woman. And I'm confident that you can do that. I'm also confident that once you hear the evidence, the physical evidence, and the testimony here today, that you only draw one conclusion. Only one conclusion only, that Dawn Stewart, in cold blood, with malice aforethought, shot and killed Dr. John Dixon.
I did the best that I could. I told him that James was mistaken about the shooting.
James was there the whole time.
Oh, of course he was. He wouldn't let me see Paul alone. I'm sure he thought that if he was there, I wouldn't say anything about it. But I couldn't. I mean, I can't just stand by and do nothing while James is doing everything he can to turn Paul against me.
Oh, you're absolutely right. The judge will definitely take Paul's feelings into consideration, among other things, when he makes the decision about the custody case. And if Paul thinks that you're sick or crazy or might hurt him in any way.
You know, my God, I'm his mother. We were so close, and there was so much trust between us. I can't just stand by and do nothing while James is doing everything he can. I'm not going to let him turn him against me. But I do think that deep down that Paul knows that I wouldn't hurt him, no matter what James says.
I'm really glad you went over there, Barbara.
I'm going to keep going over there and go over there tomorrow. I'm going to keep going back and I'm going to see you and seeing him. I'm not going to let James turn him against me.
Keeping in touch with Paul may make all the difference.
Yes, I'm afraid Barbara's trying to confuse Paul. She's, be very clever, very convincing. Your mommy pretends that she worries about you, doesn't she, son?
Yeah. Maybe it would be better if Barbara didn't come here.
Oh, no. That could cause problems. But, I wasn't so worried about you when you were out of town where, your mommy couldn't get you all confused and everything. Maybe it's time you took another trip.
Daddy, I don't want to leave Mommy again. She might get well.
Well, son, if your mommy was well, it would be fine for you to see her. But she's not well now. And I'm afraid it's going to be a long, long time before your mother does get well.
Now, Paul, you haven't been very well. You've had sniffles. It's very, very, very warm in Florida. You're going to like it there a lot. It's going to make you feel better. It's much nicer there than it is here, It's really very lovely. You'll see, you like it very much. You could have me, okay?
It's not Florida. Maybe Europe. There's some excellent schools there.
It's all over with Steve. Craig, you're my husband. You're the only man in my life now. And I want to make this work.
The wedding, Bessie. I saw you look at him.
thinking about him when we make love or we're trying to make love. And now that I can't satisfy you, you've got to be thinking that this is the biggest mistake of your life.
Of course I don't think that, Craig.
It's never happened with Steve, did it? I mean, he never disappointed you.
Steve and I were never lovers.
Betsy, don't lie to me, please.
Craig, come here. Look at me. Steve and I never made love. The first time for me is going to be with you. Don't think that I'm comparing you to him or to anybody else because that's not possible.